You are live. Okay. Welcome. I'm going to give people just a moment to come into our stream. And
Yes.
we are streaming on YouTube. We are streaming on Facebook. And I figured out how to get us streaming on Instagram. All right. All right. So welcome, Parent Plus. I'm also going to go ahead and share this into the group because this is on my main page. So this is a little bit of a sneak peek of the behind the scenes y'all get to
Okay,
see.
yes. They say on live, but I didn't see anything.
Okay. You should be
Mm.
able to. All right, it's posted. We're everywhere. So hopefully people will hop on live or catch the replay.
There you go. There you go. I can share it. I don't know why
Yeah, if you
on
share it to
Facebook.
your page, feel free.
I can do that on
It won't let
Facebook.
you. Okay, let me see. I'll change the settings so you can share it.
Yes, I can share it.
I don't know why.
I can share it.
Okay, let me share it to your page then. I'll just share it to yours or I'll tag you.
Yes. That was perfect for me.
All right, it's Friday, Miriam.
Yes, finally Friday. And you know what? Mother's Day for the Mexican, Salvadorians, in Guatemala.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know that. In Costa Rica, it is September 15th. It's the day after my birthday.
Oh
So that,
wow! In Mexico, it's Independence Day. So
yes. Okay. All right. So we are doing this interview in both English y Espanol. Now, you all
yes,
know I've been telling you I'm learning to speak Spanish. I want to give the same content that I give in English and Spanish. So Miriam and I are both excited for this. I'm going to start off in Spanish. Y'all forgive some of my pronunciation. And then we're going to kick it off in English. And we're going to go back and forth for a little Spanglish. But hola, démosle la bienvenido a la mi compañera líder de padres y amiga, Miriam Gonzalez. I want you guys to welcome my friend, my parent leader, who is going to be with us today, Miriam Gonzalez. Miriam, bienvenida.
gracias por tenerme hoy
Yes.
aquí, darnos la oportunidad de hablar un poquito más de Azul Esperanza. Thank you for having me today, and let's talk about Azul Esperanza and this project.
Excellent. Por favor, presentate. Miriam es atrevida y brillante. She's brilliant.
Oh,
She is bold. And
yes, I am.
yes, you have both. And so she's going to come tell us about her organization, Azul Esperanza, y su papel como madre de un niño con diagnóstico de autismo. So
Yes.
she has a son who has a diagnosis of autism. And so she's going to tell us about her organization. She's going to tell us about her role as a parent. And I want you all to really lean into the information, but also para acceso, for access.
Acceso.
Yes.
Ajá.
Estamos haciendo esta entrevista in Spanglish. So for access, we are speaking in both English and Spanish, which I like to call Spanglish. Es
Yes,
nuestra.
I'm just half English and half Spanish because I'm learning. I'm still learning, and Cassandra do the same in Spanish. So
Yes, we are power.
Be patient.
Yes, be patient with us. We're doing it for a reason, but we're also doing it because it's a commitment to ourselves. And so, comparta esto, share this live, invite
Yes.
people to join. Estremos unos about 30 minutos. So we're going to be on about 30 minutes. But because of translation, it might be just a little bit longer. Hey, Ashton. Hola, Ashton.
Hola. Hey, Ashton. How are you?
Oh my goodness. Okay, she's in. All right. So without further ado, Sege. Oh, Sege, I'm Miriam at
Yes, please follow
Azul
me on
Esperanza.
Facebook. Yes, Azul Esperanza, that means Blue Hope, or Miriam Gonzalez on Facebook. Please follow us.
Yes, you can get more information, más información y corre los voz sobre su increíble trabajo.
Oh, thank you, Cassandra. You're so sweet.
You are so welcome. So follow her. She has amazing work, amazing information. And so we want to make sure that we leave a lot of time. So, Miriam, my first question. Okay, we're going to jump right in. Hey,
I'm
Ashton
ready.
is
We
another
miss
parent.
you too.
Yes. ¿Por qué inició su organización? Well, you can translate and then jump in. Go ahead.
Yeah, why start with this initiative, or yeah, Azul Esperanza? So that I have many reasons, but the most important are my kids and the access for Latin community. Most of the time, we just have information in English, or and when I was living in New York, and I moved to Kansas City when I was pregnant for my second boy, and I'm gonna start with this journal, with this process, with my kid, with Pedro's diagnosis, and I didn't see any information in Spanish. All of them, it was in English, and I was really upset. I feel sad, confused, and I didn't know where can go, right? So I'm gonna start with that, and I'm going to say in Spanish. So empecé este proyecto desde que mi hijo comenzó con su diagnóstico. Yo me moví de Nueva York para Kansas City y fue difícil, fue confuso, fue triste porque no tenía información en mi lengua materna. Es por eso que desde ahí comencé a aprender inglés. That's why I'm studying English. That was really hard for me because, it's my second language, English, and that was really hard. But, I keep going. I'm still work on it, and I'm just trying to, read about autism, read about resource in Spanish, but it was really, we don't have any information at that time.
Yeah.
So the pace of the years, I may start with another moms talking about our kids, talking about the support, the our network with the families, and try to help them. And I start with Revolución Educativa, and they are support me a lot, give me the confidence, the power. They say you can do it, Miriam. Whatever you want, you just talk and try, right? So I'm gonna start with that, and I say, and then start with PLTI, and I say, you know what? I'm going to make this dream possible.
Yes.
That's why Azul Esperanza born.
Yes, and I want to say, Miriam, what you said that you did is you started with yourself. You're like, I need the information. I'm confused. I'm
Yeah.
overwhelmed. And then there were organizations like, you got to say it again. Say it slow. Revolución
Revolución Educativa.
Educativa, who stepped in
Educativa.
and said, "Go, Miriam, go. You can do it." And they cheered you along and they supported you and plugged you in. And then Miriam and I met in Parent Leadership Training Institute. And that was 21 weeks of information and encouragement and motivation. And now you're here, Miriam. You have an organization,
Yeah.
and you are leading and you are speaking. Can you say all of well, I just want to applaud you because sometimes as parents we get overwhelmed and we stay with the overwhelm and we
Yeah.
start going in survival mode, and it's like tripping over your feet. Never all the way falling, but just trip, 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 trip. And it's really stressful. But there comes a
Yeah.
point where you can slow down enough to get your pace, to get your bearings, to get your balance, and begin to walk and begin to jog and begin to run.
Yeah. We have to because our kids need it. That's very important. I know sometimes we don't feel comfortable, we feel sad, we feel that we don't have any reason to keep going.
Right.
But I think the best reason is our kids. Our kids need it, and our kids is the our blessing,
Mm-hmm.
or power.
Yes.
So that's why we have. I think sometimes we feel like uncomfortable with some diagnosis, but most of the time, I just want to highlight that when you get a diagnosis is very important because you know the reason, you know not the problem, right? Because it's not the problem, but you know when to start to. Okay, if your kid has autism or your kid has dyslexia or anything diagnosis, uh, you know the diagnosis, you can start now. So what do we do now?
Yeah.
So I'm going to apply for therapies. I'm going to apply for any um, therapies that I help. So I think like a parent, we can stop.
We can't stop. Can you say that? I'm gonna listen. Say all of that en español, por favor.
Okay, yes. So, lo que quiero decir, no sé si sea lo mismo, pero voy a tratar.
Sí.
Es, como padres, cuando tenemos un diagnóstico de nuestros hijos, nos sentimos tristes, nos sentimos incomprendidos, nos sentimos que no estamos, pues sí, ¿verdad? Que no es el mejor momento que estamos viviendo, pero yo lo que quiero decirles es que no decaigamos, sigamos adelante. Nuestros hijos nos necesitan, nuestros hijos necesitan de nuestro amor, de nuestro apoyo. Tenemos un diagnóstico, ok, ¿qué sigue?
Ujú.
¿Cuál es el siguiente paso? Vamos a buscar terapias, vamos a buscar ayuda, vamos a buscar una comunidad que nos apoye y que nos enseñe. So, Cassandra, I think that's very important. So when we have a diagnosis or we have something that we can change the world, we can start with our family and our community. So
Ujú.
that's very important.
Familia,
Familia,
comunidad
comunidad,
y
friends,
¿cómo se dice world? And then
el mundo.
el mundo.
Sí.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Gracias. ¿Cuál ha sido la mayor recompensa para usted al aprender más sobre las necesidades de su hijo? My question is, I'm going to say it, well, you can repeat it in English if you want.
No, you can do it.
What's been the biggest reward for you in learning more about your son's needs?
Many. So I'm gonna say like I'm learned to be patient.
Mhm.
I'm learned that every kid, every person growing when he wants or he growing to whatever he, the if all the time the parents say, oh, my kid talked when he was 6 months, or my kid walked when 9 months.
Mhm.
Okay, every kid is different.
Right.
That's we have to learn that
Yeah.
every kid is different. So the most important thing that I'm learning with my kids is that he knows his time. He knows when it's better for him. I know it's hard because all most of this time everything is fast, everything is hurry up, hurry up. No, take your time. Every kids know when it's their time.
Yes.
So, en español diría, mi hijo me enseñó paciencia, me enseñó que todos los niños son diferentes,
Sí.
todos los niños tienen su tiempo para crecer y debemos de darle su espacio, su momento.
Mhm.
Don't be rude with your kid if he can say mama or dad or what or whatever. Don't be rude. Let them change to explore.
Give them time. One of
Yes.
the words that I'm learning for myself because I tend to be very, you know me, girl.
Yes.
Rápido, rápido. Like
Rápido,
really
sí.
quick,
Es la
everything.
vida.
Despacito.
Como dice la canción, despacito.
Exactly. Slow it down. Enjoy, notice, observe, change, grow, develop, learn with your child. So
Yes.
I'm learning even from my son who has a diagnosis with spina bifida.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes the pace of us walking, changing, potty training is a slower pace. And so I'm learning that as well. How does that patience impact your son? And I don't know how to say that in Spanish.
Can you say it again?
Yes. How does your patience impact your son? Um,
Oh, I mean, impact my son and I.
yes, yes,
Yeah. mm, I'm learning a lot. I mean, I'm just trying to when you are patient with your kid, you are patient with the other people. That's it. That's the most impact that I have.
yes.
Yes, because I know that's my fault. Some days I don't have any patience for real. You know, I'm really busy with cook any things that I have, you know, every day
Yep.
during the life. And but when I saw him and I saw his face and he just looking at me and he say, "For real, mom?" I say, "Okay, Miriam, calm down. You can
Yes.
do this.
Yep.
Relax. Be patient." I think that's the most impact that I have with my kiddo.
Yeah. He he's learning from you to be patient with others because
Yes,
in this world to get anywhere, and then I'll let you say that in Spanish, but to get
sí,
anywhere, we need patience because we need people. And so we have
sí.
to be patient with people because we need each other, right?
Sí, ellos nos enseñan a ser pacientes y podemos ser pacientes con otras personas, porque al final de cuentas, este mundo debemos de ser pacientes, you know? In
Yeah.
this world, we have to be patient, we have to be empathic.
Yes, we have to.
Yes,
So much changes and so much is happening. And so it's important to be patient, be empathetic, and be understanding that we make mistakes, but we grow and we learn from them.
yes.
So,
That's why we have to teach and learn. Yeah, teach our kids.
yeah. Um, cuéntame, cuéntame más sobre Azul Esperanza. Tell us more about Azul Esperanza, how we can support, what you all do, and anything else you'd like to share.
So, Azul Esperanza, it's an initiative. You know, I'm start with social. You know the. Oh my God, I'm on black. So I'm going to start in Spanish, right? Much better.
Yes,
I
yes,
feel more comfortable.
yes.
Okay.
That's
So Azul
perfect.
Esperanza es una iniciativa que comenzó usando las redes sociales para apoyar, informar y hacer una comunidad con nuestras familias. So Azul Esperanza is a initiative where we use the social media to support, inform, and make a community with our Latinx families.
Yes. And I think what you said is important because if the information is not out there or it's not easily
Yeah.
accessible, you have now used your challenge to support other people. You know, you've used your challenge for change. It's like I couldn't find the information. Now that I have it, I'm creating a community where the information is easily
Yes.
found. and supporting families around the
Yeah, and I
city.
think now we have more places or more people that I get information in Spanish or try to help another families. But I think Azul Esperanza is uh, a real community when we try to help and support each one.
Yeah.
So if you see my lives, every month I have different resource. I have different this week I have a mental health representative. She's primeros auxilios en salud mental.
Mm-hmm.
And last month I have the social worker, the ITAS del Centro Regional, the Regional Center. So
Okay.
she give us a lot of information about the resources, where you get the support, the all of information. And I'm trying to bring more moms and
Mm-hmm.
explain their situation, how they feel, how they start this journal. So yeah, I mean, I'm just have 2 months with Azul Esperanza, but I'm trying to come many more years.
Yes. Solamente
dos
dos
meses,
meses.
dos
Only
meses con Azul
2 months.
Esperanza.
Yes, she started it. She got it off the ground. Miriam is running with it. And su materias in solamente español.
Sí, solamente español.
Okay. So if you know Spanish speakers, if you know parents who are parenting or in communities with children with autism, Azul Esperanza, all of the material, all of the information is in the native language of Spanish. So it's an amazing resource where there is no translation needed because it is spoken in the language that is needed for those families.
Yes, and I have friends and I have followers that I speak English, and I'm a star, translator Spanish and English. So they are very welcome. You are very
Yes,
welcome. Follow us, comment, anything, whatever you want. Is your page.
it's your page, it's your community. Okay,
Yes.
¿qué consejo les darías a los
Mhm.
padres? How can we
¿Qué
support?
consejo?
Oh, I'm sorry. What advice would you give parents? This is what Miriam's going to share with us.
Sí, el consejo, primero que nada, no nos cerremos a la posibilidad de que nuestros hijos puedan llegar a tener diagnóstico. No hablo nada más de autismo, hablo de la diversidad que existe.
Yeah.
Seamos abiertos a la posibilidad, aprendamos juntos, vayamos de la mano con nuestros hijos, con nuestro médico, con las escuelas, preguntemos todo lo que sea relacionado con nuestros hijos. Es muy importante. Creo que cuando estamos involucrados en la escuela, con los médicos, con nuestra comunidad, todo es más fácil, todo es mejor. Yo lo que siempre digo en Azul Esperanza es que juntos podemos promover la aceptación y entendimiento e inclusión para nuestras comunidades, para nuestras familias. Así es que si tienen alguna pregunta, necesitan algún apoyo, aquí estamos, Azul Esperanza, y hay muchos lugares también que pueden ayudarlos. Y sí, continuar en esta grande labor que nos mandaron con nuestros niños. And well, I'm just want to say, like, if you have any diagnosis or any difficult with your kiddos, just let them go. Let give you the opportunity to try to get diagnosis, because when you have a diagnosis, you have the opportunity to try new things and help and support your kid. So don't be shy. Don't be like nervous. I mean, you have to, right? It's part of them, but you have to try to be the better for your kid. And in Azul Esperanza, we just try to give you the support, the information, confidence. If you have any question, just let us know. We can help you. If not, I know that I have many places right there that I can help you, but you have to try everything for your kiddo.
Absolutely. Thank you, Miriam. I have tengo un
Ajá. ¿Tienes
otra
una,
pregunta.
¿Tienes
Sí,
una pregunta? Sí.
sí, sí.
No, tuviste muchas preguntas, Cassandra.
Gracias. Okay, cuéntanos la
Cuéntanos.
cuéntanos la historia del dia oh my gosh.
No, you're good.
Diagnóstico.
Del diagnóstico.
Woo!
Okay.
De su hijo. So I want Miriam to share the story of the diagnosis of her son because many parents may be noticing and observing things and they don't want to say anything. They may be
Yes.
fearful or curious, confused, nervous. They don't want to question what they may be observing. So I want you to tell us the story of how the diagnosis came, um, your your response, and then maybe some encouragement for parents who need to use outside resources to help themselves and their children.
So, parents, get your book or anything, pen, and start. First signals. So, yeah, you got it. So, the first thing that I saw in my kid, eyes contact. So when I talk with him and I say Pedro, Pedro, and he just ignore me, he don't have eyes contact. That's the first one.
Mhm.
The second one, I saw him that he has like he start to say some words like dad, mom, water. He count 1 to 5, and then a moment he don't say anything. He just stop. So that's the second sign. If you see your kiddo say something or babblize or anything, and he stopped that, it's another sign. So that's very important.
Yeah.
The third one that I saw in my kid, it was when he was playing, he just he didn't pretend, right? If he has a car, he didn't pretend, the racing the car or something like
Mhm.
that. He just grabbed the car and lines. Every toy that he has, he just get lines. So that's the third sign that I saw in my kid. And when I saw him that he stopped talking and he stopped saying dad, mom, water, uh, I'm start with my concerns and I say, something is, it's not normal. Something is happened with my kid, and I'm start to, googling, and so, and I put that sign, that symptoms, and all the most of the time say autism, 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 and when I saw autism and I read about, this is the autism, I was crying because I don't understand anything. I didn't understand anything because I say, "Oh my God, maybe my kid never talk, my kid never go to school. So what's going on next? What's the next step? I don't know." So I'm gonna start to parents and teachers,
Mhm.
and she was really nice. If you see my live, Luz, I love you. She was my first support. Yes, she was my first support, and I talk with her and I say, I don't feel comfortable with Pedro because I saw many, I don't know how to say if issues or signs not normal,
Yeah.
and she say, you know what? Yes, I feel the same, but I can say anything because I'm not a professional. I can give you a diagnosis. You have to start with your doctor and
Mm-hmm.
let them about, I have these concerns,
Right.
and you start with the process. So I'm gonna start with the process. It's 6 months, the waiting list. 6 months that I have to wait for a diagnosis, and when I get that diagnosis, they say autism label, medium label. I'm cry a lot. I'm not lying. I'm gonna cry a lot because I know anything about autism, and I say maybe I don't know. I'm just imagining those the bad things,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So voy a decir un poquito en español.
Yeah, sí.
Cuando empecé el diagnóstico con mi hijo, yo empecé a notar, en los 3 primeros signos que yo noté en él, era que no tenía contacto visual, no tenía, había dicho palabras y dejó de decirlas. Después, los carros, en vez de que él jugara con los carros, solamente los alineaba. Y yo le pregunté a una maestrita que venía, ella era la maestra, venía aquí a la casa y nos apoyaba con el niño, y me dijo, sí, Miriam, tienes que comenzar con ella a tratar de buscar un diagnóstico, y comencé con su doctor primario. Le dieron el diagnóstico de autismo y yo sentí que la vida se me acababa porque no sabía cómo iba a ser, no sabía que era autismo, pero de ahí comencé mi proceso a aprender, tratar de ayudar a otras mamás, y ya estoy aquí el día de hoy. So I'm gonna start learning about autism. I'm gonna start learning how the therapies, ABA, speech therapy, OT therapy, and I'm gonna start to help another families, another moms that I have in the same situation like me. And look at me now, I'm here.
Yes.
9 years later.
Wow. Okay, so ¿cuántos años tiene Pedro y cuántos años tiene cuando él
So he
recibió
has 12 years old,
12? Okay.
and when he got a diagnosis, he
Yeah.
has 3 years old.
Okay.
But let me tell you something. I have 2 kids with autism. So Pedro is the oldest.
Yes.
Pedro has 12 years old, and my younger is 10 years old. So when I'm start with the process again with my second baby, I
Yeah.
know I know more, right? I have more information. I
Yeah.
know the symptoms, the signs, and when I saw him, I'm gonna start really quick. But
Yes.
let me tell you, I have to wait a lot. Uh, when I get the therapies for a speech therapist, it start the pandemic.
Mm.
So he didn't take the speech therapist. I'm gonna start with that.
Mm-hmm.
But when I have my second kid diagnosis, I know a little more. I have more information. I know I know where I'm gonna start right here. I'm
Mm-hmm.
do this. I'm going to this way. So
Exactly.
it was more easy for me for my second boy. He's not verbal, so he used the tablet, the device.
Yes.
So, por a mi segundo niño, por si no lo saben, tengo un segundo niño. Él no habla, es no verbal, pero cuando tuve el diagnóstico fue más fácil para mí, entre comillas, porque ya yo comprendía un poquito más, había aprendido y sabía por qué camino irme. O sea, me voy por aquí, pero lo que sí tengo que decir que su diagnóstico fue más tardío, y cuando traté de agarrar terapias para él, empezó la pandemia. Así es que fue un poquito más difícil. Yeah, I have more difficulties with Michael.
Yes. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? Why?
Because we have to wait 8 months for that diagnosis, for
Mm-hmm.
his diagnosis. So I have
Yes.
to wait more. And then when he start, waiting list for a speech therapy or OT therapy. He started school very well. He's doing great at a school. He has therapies at a school, but I want more support for him, and I didn't receive. So
Exactly.
when I start the pandemic, he get that, you can come with Michael and get his therapist, but the pandemic closed everything. And when I'm trying to apply again for the therapist, the Children's Mercy say, "Oops, I'm sorry, he has 8 years old. I can't do that. We can do anything for him."
Because he's too old.
Yes.
Huh. Okay. Okay. All right, Miriam, I could keep talking to you. No, we could talk all day. I know that we are both busy moms and have other things to do. So, gracias por compartir. Is there anything else that you would like to share with parents before you go? ¿Hay algo más que te gustaría
Compartir. Pues gracias por darme la oportunidad de estar. Es my first live and Spanish and English, Spanglish. I
Sí.
feel comfortable. I don't want to say sorry because no, just I'm keep learning. I'm keep do it. So I feel really comfortable. Thank you, Cassandra, for this opportunity. Thank you for having me today. Thank you for all the parents. If you see this live or whatever you have a chance, thank you. You can follow Cassandra and I on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Uh, and yeah, I'm just want to say if you are in the same situation or better situation like me, just keep going.
Yes.
Don't give up. Just if you want to cry, cry. If you want to scream, do it, because it's part of this growing, it's part of our life. So just keep going, try to be the best for your kid. Try any information, any resources, anything that you think that you can help your kid, or just try it.
Yeah.
And talk with any person. If you feel confident and you feel comfortable with that person, talk. Because sometimes with the family we don't have the chance, right?
Yeah.
If you have a person that you trust, talk with them and say, I feel sad, I feel uncomfortable, I don't know how to do this. And Azul Esperanza waiting for you.
Yes. Y en
Sí.
español, por favor.
Sí, yo lo que quiero decirle a todos los padres, a los tutores, a quien tenga cuidado de niños, sigan adelante, no se decaigan. Si quieren llorar, lloren. Si necesitan apoyo, pídanlo. No están solos. Es parte del crecimiento, es parte pues, de este camino que tenemos. Siempre vamos a estar sintiéndonos contentos, sintiéndonos tristes, pero es parte del crecimiento. No decaigan, traten de hacerlo mejor por sus hijos. Si busquen apoyo, busquen ayuda, si necesitan terapia, si necesitan algo, pídanlo, háganlo saber. Es muy importante para el crecimiento de sus hijos. Y recuerden que también es muy importante que nosotros nos volvamos parte incondicional de la escuela y de los médicos para que nuestro hijo siga creciendo. And yeah, I'm just want to say something that it's very important. I mean, for me, we have to engage with our kiddos at school.
Yes.
We have to be involved in their activities and
Yes.
everything, because it's part of his growth. I mean, it's part of his journal. It's part of when we are on the same page, school, doctors, and home,
Yes.
our kids going better.
Yep.
Yes. Thank you, Cassandra. Thank you for stay with us today and learn Spanish, English. So I'm bilingual.
You're
And
bilingual.
I'm just want to add something.
Yes.
I read this last week, and they say my accent and my English don't define my intelligence.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think it's good. It's good.
And with Miriam, you get a double dose because she is brilliant and bold in Spanish and
Oh,
brilliant and bold in English as a wife, as a mother, as a leader. I just want to say thank you so much for
no,
coming,
thank you.
talking to me. And this is just the first. This is not the last, because we're going to debrief, reflect, come back, and continue the conversation.
Yeah, you have to come Azul Esperanza.
See? Yes.
Yeah.
I'll come.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Thank
thank
you.
you, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for watching, guys. I will see you next week. We'll have another Parent Plus, and make sure that you follow Miriam on all platforms, Azul Esperanza, and she is a Parent Plus. So if you are watching from the Parent Plus group, she is in the group, and she is a resource for us all. Talk to you later.
Thank you. Gracias a todos. Bye.
Bye.